Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Ali Saleh, your boy, back with another video here within the Token Talks community where we decipher and dissect everything crypto related, and we're here to help you in your trading journey every single step of the way. And today we're going to do a deep dive into VeChain, what's going on in the market, what you can expect in terms of pricing and price point, and just pretty much everything overall. So we're going to dive right into this thing and really go into the charts and talk a little bit about, fundamental analysis, technical analysis, and so many different things. But before we get started, as always, make sure you smash that likes button, punch that subscribe, leave me a comment, and let me know your thoughts about this video. I appreciate you all like crazy. Let's go ahead and make some magic happen. Run that B-roll, and I'll see you on the other side. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now that we're back at my computer, let's go ahead and dive right into this thing and talk a little bit about VeChain, baby. Let's go. I'm excited because VeChain is my baby. I've been holding this thing for a minute. So we're going to talk a little bit about VeChain. So we're going to dive right in here. And currently VeChain is sitting at 46 cents at the time of making this video. And let's go ahead and take a look at the market cap and everything that's going on. So it looks like the market cap right here, it's sitting pretty nicely. It's up about 3.78% in terms of market cap. The 24-hour volume is a bit lower. That's why we saw a slight little pullback in terms of pricing on VeChain. But overall, from my perspective, over the last month, it's looking pretty good. Okay, it's looking pretty good. Again, if we're reading sentiment over here, there's a lot of different, price projections and different articles that are coming out about VeChain. All eyes on VeChain, guys. If you were talking about VeChain 2 months ago, people will probably be like, oh, that's a dead token. Nobody's talking about it, blah, 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 blah. But one of the reasons why VeChain is getting so much attention is because they have some strategic partnerships that they're going to announce here. And I talked about it in my previous video. If you haven't watched it, go ahead and watch it, where I dissect a little bit about what has pushed this agenda. So let's go into the charts and kind of break this thing down just a little bit deeper so we could look at the technical analysis. But before we do, I just want to talk a little bit about the pullback that we've recently saw. And that's just because we saw this, okay? We saw a little pullback on BTC, just a few days ago, and, price came back down just a little bit. We had a little bit of market correction. We closed a fair value gap or an insufficiency in price, an IPA, a fair value gap, FVG, whatever you want to call it. But price came in, filled that, and then as long as we can break above these wicks at 52 with a closed candle, we'll continue to see price move up in that direction. So in my opinion, BTC is doing exactly what BTC needs to do. There's a lot of news coming out around BTC with the halving and also with ETFs and different things that are happening in the Bitcoin world. So don't think that BTC is slowing down at all. It's just doing what any asset would do when it sees a pump like this. Some people are taking some profits or moving their BTC into the altcoin market. But either way, things are still looking good. So let's go ahead and do a top-down analysis on VeChain. And what we're going to do with a top-down analysis, guys, just so you know how I work, I usually start off at the monthly time frame, and then I find key levels, and I'm going to clear this entire chart. We're going to start from the very beginning, okay? So we're going to identify some key levels just with some lines. Nothing too crazy. We're just going to get some horizontal lines going here, okay? And again, guys, this is monthly time frame. So I'm not so focused on these wick rejections up here because those are like daily or maybe even 8-hour candles or whatever. But, in terms of actual level, we're looking at 20 cents right here in terms of price where we see these close of candles, okay? And then I'm also going to mark up these levels right here as well, again, on the monthly time frame. And then I'm also going to mark up these levels right here on the monthly time frame as well, okay? So these are some key targets on the monthly time frame. And then below price, I'm going to mark up this level right here, okay? So that's on the monthly time frame, areas, points of interest that I see, okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this down to the weekly time frame, and I'm going to see if I can identify other areas, and I can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come here, but I'm also going to change it to a horizontal array. So I also know my pricing is going to be different in terms of my levels, and I can tell that these are daily levels versus weekly levels versus monthly levels. And then we got 23. And then we also got over here at 25. Again, I'm not going to touch those wicks. And then I'll just keep this monthly level where it's at. We'll just probably adjust it a little bit. Okay. And then obviously where we are right now is a key level because that's where we are. All right. And that's for the weekly time frames. So far I'm liking what I'm seeing here in terms of market structure. And then we'll go down to the daily time frame and then we'll reset the chart view. And then we're going to look left. Okay. We're going to look left again. We're going to look left again. And why are we going to look left again, guys? We're going to look left because, again, we have monthly time frames drawn out. But right now, we're on the daily time frame. So we want to see a correlation between our daily time frame and our monthly levels as well. Okay, so that's literally what I'm looking for here. And I can see a lot of correlation and I can see exactly what I want to see. So for me, first of all, right around 8.5 cents is going to be a key level for me in terms of price. So where we're at right now is super interesting because we're kind of in no man's land, right? We have to go from here and we have to make it up to these levels over here. And that's just on the daily time frame. And then obviously the next target, I would probably want to see 10 cents. And then after 10 cents, I'd want to see, we'll just refine this a little bit. Guys, I'm doing this super simple. Usually I get in here and I draw my zones and I label things. But again, I'm just doing a high level overview. So ultimately for me, 16 cents is the key. So where we're at right now, at right around 4.5 cents, 16 cents for me is the key. Okay. So ultimately what we're going to want to see is we're going to want to see price come in, respect this level, come back up, give us some market structure, come here, break above. This is what we ultimately want to see, okay? And as long as BTC continues to do what it's doing, we're going to be able to see a push up above just like what we're seeing right here, okay? So very, very important to keep your eye on what VeChain is going to do and what the possibilities are. But I'm going to delete my ugly drawing. And then what we're going to do is we're going to reset the chart view and we're going to come back down into what we're seeing right now in the daily time frame. So obviously, guys, as you can see here, price came in on the 13th of February, 2024, gave us this candle right here. And if we look at this candle, if we really, really identify this candle, to me, that right there, I identify this candle as an indecision candle, aka doji. Because again, I don't know if it's going to be bullish or bearish. So if we delete that level right there, if we're just looking at the live charts and you see a candle like that print, you're probably going to sit on your hands. You're probably going to sit on your hands. But I will tell you, if I was on the charts and let's say I was looking at this right here, I would probably tell myself, okay, we had price come down below. We got this order consumption wick rejection. We had a break of structure to the left. The next time price comes back down into this candle, I'm going to take an entry for a buy. And if we look here on the 5th of February, it gave us that exact buying opportunity that we needed. So that would have been an entry if I was looking at the charts. But again, if I'm looking at the charts right here and I'm not in it yet, I'm probably not going to do anything because that's a doji candle. But then the next candle is this huge bullish engulfing candle, which to me just signals momentum, momentum, momentum. And I'm going to want to take action. Okay, I'm going to want to take action. And if you refine this and you go down to the 4-hour time frame, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. And we'll do that. We'll briefly go into the 4-hour time frame here, just so we know exactly where we're at. Right. So again, exactly what I thought. We had this price come up, break above, would have found my entry right around 3.5 cents. And then we would have been riding it right now where we're at right now, okay? So this is the 4-hour time frame, and we're seeing a lot of liquidity on the downside, and we're seeing this wick rejection up top. So again, this wick rejection right here, major wick rejection, which to me on the 4-hour time frame says, Ali, you need to pay very close attention to what's going to happen next. And this is exactly where we are right now on the daily candle. But ultimately, as long as this daily candle in 19 hours closes bullish, it's going to signal to me that we're going to continue to make our moves to the upside. And that's what I'll be looking for, okay? So right now, what we need to see is we need to see price create candlesticks that are closing on the daily, on the higher time frames above these levels. As long as price doesn't close below this, price should continue to go to the upside and make it right to around 8.5 cents. Okay, so that's our next target. And look, as long as BTC does what BTC is meant to do, the money will continue to flow into the markets, guys. And I was just checking out some sentiment right now with BTC, where it's at in terms of price. YouTube searches and Google searches are nowhere near where they were when BTC was at 60, when it hit the all-time high, and we're at 52,000. So just imagine all the eyes that are not in Bitcoin right now. What we're seeing, the price of, crypto moving in the right direction, it's all happening because of the ETF news and the Ethereum ETF news and the Bitcoin halving, and the people who are keen in the markets. They have a pulse on the market, so they know what's going on. But all of our retail investor friends and the people who come in and they're just buying to buy and they're just getting started, they're going to get into crypto over the next couple of weeks and couple of months. They're not here yet. And think about all the people who have, who gave up and who are going to come back. So a lot of opportunities here with VeChain. So I'm bullish on this, guys, and I do see price getting to the 8.5 level here pretty soon. So that's just my prediction in terms of what's going to happen. Again, this is not financial advice. You want to always do your own research, and you want to make sure that you understand that I'm not a financial advisor, and trading in the financial markets does involve risk. You can and will lose money. So hopefully you guys like this video. Make sure you leave a comment, subscribe, smash that like button, and let's get connected. Join my free Telegram group where we talk about all things trading. I appreciate you all like crazy. Stay blessed, and we'll catch you on the next one. Take care.